Hello everyone, and welcome to this special particular webinar of the Raising Awareness about the Situation of the Newly Arrived Migrants course in the Teacher Academy. Very warm welcome to all of you who have joined from different countries in Europe. I've seen Spain, Greece, Italy, I think. We're very happy to have you here on board, also in this course and in the webinar tonight. So you're gonna see that it's very special and interesting. You're gonna enjoy it, hopefully. My name is Nari Carrera, and I'm one of the moderators in this course, along with my colleagues Ben, Katerina, Katia, Wolfson, Alicia, and Erika, who is our speaker today. Before we start, we're going to ask you to mute your microphones. I think most of you are already muted, but just in case we don't hear any background noise, and I'll do the same with mine when I don't speak. What else should I tell you? Yes, so the webinar will be recorded, so in case some of you were not being able to join us this evening, they will be able to have a look at the recording afterwards. I think it's in section 2.1 of the course, in the relevant section of the course. So today we have here with us Erika Hammer. I'm sure most of you already know her. Erika has prepared a very interesting and funny webinar. It's the first time that we do this kind of thing, this kind of experiment in our courses, so let's see how it works. And I hope it's going to be fun, and I hope you enjoy it. For those who doesn't know Erika yet, I will give you like a short introduction of her. Erika has a degree in philosophy at the University of Vienna, and she's now a teacher of Italian history and computer science in a secondary school. Since the year 2000, she has been coordinating several projects focusing on e-learning and multilingual didactics, as well as the intercultural didactics for the Austrian Ministry of Education. She is also a teacher trainee at the University of Teacher Training Education in Vienna and the Austrian Virtual Teacher Academy. If you want to find more information about Erika, you can find it in the links that I have just shared at the beginning of the presentation in the chat. So today we have prepared a different webinar. I'm going to give the floor to Erika so that she can explain to you what you have to do. I hope you enjoy it, and let's see what happens. Erika, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. So I think this webinar is a bit different to the things you were expecting, because I think it's very, very important if we now have the topic to become aware of the problems of newly arrived migrants. It is so important to have some basic information and to know some facts. Nair, I can't go on with the slides.
I can do it. If you
tell
me, I'll do it.
Please, next slide.
The second one?
Yes. So I only see the first slide. And
okay, maybe it takes a while. Now you're supposed to see the first one, how this treasure hunt works. First one?
No, I don't see it.
Okay, let me share the screen maybe.
So I will start to talk a little bit, then you will see it what I told you.
Can you, sorry, Erika, just the rest of the people, can you see the slide? Let's see if...
we see only slide 1.
I'm going to check. Do you see slide 2 now?
No.
No? Okay.
No. Nobody sees the slides. Only slide 1. So I think until it works, I will tell you we have 4 group speakers, and the group speakers don't really have to speak, but just to answer to different questions. And there are always, there's a question, you see the slide with the question, and then you go on and try to find a solution. So you have to find the answer, and you have to know where you found the answer, which link in the internet. So you are working in 4 different groups. And the first group are all participants from A to D. That means if your first name or your family name starts with an A, B, C, or D, like Anna Andriula, Andriula is the first group. If your surname starts with an E, F, G, H, I, or J, I don't know the English word for it, so you're in the second group. So we have, in the second group, we have Condilo Claru as a group speaker, as her name starts with K. No, with G, sorry. I'm a bit confused because we can't see the slides. So in the
sorry, can you see them now, Erika?
No.
The second one, no?
No.
The third, no?
No. I don't see.
Can you try? Yeah, can you try to move them?
Yeah, I do, but nothing works. Nothing is moving. I can't move anything.
Okay, this is with. Otherwise, I can. I'll send you the presentation as well. I'll try to share my desktop, and in case it doesn't work.
So I will write group 1 is A, B, C, D.
Can you see the slide now?
Yeah.
Okay,
oh, great.
Solved. Problem solved. This thing happens.
Okay.
Okay.
So now let's start with the groups. We have 4 different groups, and you all know your family name, your surname. It's no problem. If your family name starts with A, B, C, or D, you are in the first group. If your surname starts with E, F, G, H, I, J, you are in the second group. J. Thank you. If your family, your surname starts with K, L, M, N, O, P, you're in the third group, and all the rest is in the fourth group. That means that you work together. I have some examples here. If there is a name that's De Marco, you, of course, are in the first group. We have selected group speakers. And Nair will write the names of the group speakers in the chat. So you please look who is the group speaker, because if you know the answer of a question, you write in the chat to your group speaker the answer. That works like this. You see in the chat send to, and you change send to one of these 4 people, not to the to Alina Popa and to Elena. So Nair, I see all the participants, but I need only 4.
Okay.
Is this possible?
You mean in the chat?
Yeah, in the chat,
No.
because they want. You have all attendees or just so you please.
The participants just need to find the group speaker for each group.
Yes.
In this case, if I am not mistaken, correct me if I am, it's for the group 1, it's Anna.
Yeah, so you please write the name.
Yeah. Group speaker 1, it's Anna.
Yeah.
Group speaker 2 will be Elena. Group speaker 3, Condilo, and group speaker 4, Elena.
So you get the questions, and you write to your group speaker the answer or the link that leads to the question. And if the group speaker is sure that's the right answer, she writes the answer and the link in the chat, but goes to send to all participants, so we can see the right answer.
Make sure you select that. Yeah.
You always have to change. All the participants just have to open send to and the name of the group speakers. but the group speaker has to read what's going on in the private chat and then select the right answer and post it in the official chat with all participants. I hope you could understand it. If the answers are right for one group, the fastest group will get the points. And in the end, we find out who is winning.
Just to make sure that the speakers, so the 4 speakers, can you, 4 of you, check and let us know that you're aware of the fact that you need to change the, you need to forward your message to all participants or find a person, okay? Make sure you do this properly because otherwise it won't work. Okay, and if you have any problem, let us know. Okay. Erika, you can go on.
So, we will try with the first question. The first question is really easy. What does the abbreviation UNHCR stand for? Please, group speaker, wait for the answers of your group and then write the definition. And please link the official link, write the official link from this answer. Because you have to look in the internet where is the official link of the UNHCR and what does this mean?
Okay, we have somebody saying that they cannot find Anna. Maybe she dropped.
Anna Andriula.
What was the second name? Andriula. Anna. She's not there anymore, I think. She dropped. So the new
so they take
group
Angela Caruso.
Angela is the new. Yes.
Angela, please. You are in group 1.
Angela, can you confirm you are there? Group 1. Okay, but Angela, we need to know if Angela is there in order to know that she's going to be the speaker of group 1. Otherwise, we move to the next one.
Oh, otherwise they just answer to all participants. Who has the right answers, and we give it to the right group. We divide it to the group. So we don't do it with the group speakers, as I think you don't like it very much this way. So just post the answer, and if we have a right answer, we can divide it in the right group. Okay?
Okay. We've got already an answer.
So we already have a link. The link goes to group 3. 1 point for group 3.
Okay.
Don't mind who is the group speaker. Just write your answers to all participants. So, okay, we got the link. But now, yeah, High Commissioner for Refugees. That's also for the group 3.
Okay, well done.
First question. Well done. The United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, and the right link is http://UNHCR. Okay, now we go to the next question. Find and post the exact definition of migrant, refugee, asylum seeker, and tell us where you found it. This answer counts only if we get all the 3 definitions in one line, more or less. One person has to do the definition for the 3 words. Dimitra is so fast.
That was fast. Yes.
But this doesn't count already. But I have to read. I have to know what. Yes, of course, these links are right. But first, have to know the definition. We don't want to open the links, but we want to read the definition here.
Okay, we've got a couple of
We
contributions
have got a
already.
couple of answers. I think we give 1 point to group 3 again,
Okay.
and one point to group 2.
Okay. Noted.
That means a migrant is someone who moves from one place to another to live in another country. That's true. A refugee is a person who has fled armed conflict or persecution and who is recognized as needing of international protection. This is very important to be accepted as a refugee and become an asylum seeker. An asylum seeker is a person who flees into another country and applies for asylum. And you find it, of course, in Wikipedia, and there are some other links where you can find these definitions, which are very important to know the differences. And then we also have the subsidiary protection. This is an international protection for persons seeking asylum, but for persons who don't qualify as refugee. Because if you flee from the war, you are not really a real refugee. A refugee is if you personally have to flee from any personal danger, from a persecution. If you maybe are a journalist and they will kill you if you stay in this country, so you are a real refugee. The others, all these who are fleeing from war in Syria, are under subsidiary protection. And the national migrant law is a bit different to the international migrant law, to the European. It always depends a little bit on the national laws, and that's a very complicated thing. And I think you should really, if you have time enough, read in these links what this means, especially in your country. So,
should we move to the next question?
Next question: how many refugees died 2015 or 2016? Let's take 2015 in the Mediterranean Sea. And how many died 9/11 in New York? Tell us the numbers. 9/11 is not a very good date, but 11/9 today is also not a very good date for America. And include 2 links of your 2 resources. Yeah,
Wow.
1 point for group 2.
Okay.
And the other group is from 9/11. K is group 3.
Okay.
You're great, really great. So in the Mediterranean Sea, it always depends. So I'm sure you know these links where you can find all the dates. This IOM is very important also. I took an UNHCR page where you can see the dates every day. So it's really interesting and very clear. You see how many refugees are moving and how many people are moving. And 9/11, yes, a lot of people know this by heart, how many they are. I think this question is a bit interesting because when 9/11 happened in America 15 years ago, the whole world was very moved, and it was really a scandal all over the world. It was a terrific thing. But now we have these numbers, people dying in the Mediterranean Sea every year. And I think we should reflect a little bit. So I think step by step we get used to these terrible things, and that should not be like this. So, question 4. I think Condilo will find it again. What's that? Dimitra Purana, 1840. Did you see this? Compare the total number of refugees today worldwide with a similar number of inhabitants of an European country or any continent of your choice. 2 links, please. That means there is a country in Europe, and there is also one continent on the world where the number of inhabitants is the same, not same, but nearly the same, more or less, than the number of refugees today. Yeah. Group, moment. Christina, but this is only one answer. You have to, Christina, we need 2 the countries. But we need these 2 countries, which one country and one continent. Nea, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yes, I see some strange things on I don't see you anymore. I don't see myself anymore.
Can you see me now?
No, I don't see. Okay.
No?
It's not important anyway.
It's fine because I can see you and I can hear you, so it's fine.
Okay. The number 21 millions of refugees today is right. Yeah. From Romania, there are about 20 million. So we have to give more points. We have to give 1 point to the group P. This is group 3.
Okay.
1 more point to K. This is also group 3. And no, there. Yes. Do you know a continent with about 20 million inhabitants only, more or less? There's only one continent.
We will soon, of course.
Which will not be Europe, because...
Christina answer.
Christina, yes, 1 more point for group 3.
Okay.
Yes, and also the links are the right links, and 1 point is to group 2, please.
So 1 point for group 3 and the other one for group 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, worldwide we have 21.3 million refugees, you found out. This is today, it changes day by day. And yes, this year Romania has 19 per 5 million inhabitants, and Australia today 24. But you can see here how many people are displaced and forced to be displaced now. It's 65 million. And we have refugees, 21 million, and stateless people, 10 million. And there is moving so much on this world, and it's really important to know this. It's terrible, yes. So, Europe, you know, maybe that we have different laws. We have the law of nations for refugees, we have the European laws, and we have the national laws. And the national law is subordinated to the European law for migration, and the European law subordinated to the law of nations. And that means it is really a bit different because they're always trying to change the laws a little bit, but the worldwide and international law is the most important one. So yes, Group R, 1 point. Refugee Convention, yes, Group 1.
Thank you, Asu.
Thank you, 1 point for Group 1. And where was it ratified? There is still one thing we are waiting for. Yeah, there's the right link also to Group A, but where was it ratified? I want one answer, one city, one town in Europe. Yes, great. This is also Group 1. 1 more point to Group 1, please.
So 2 points, right?
2 points
For
to Group 1.
Okay, good.
Okay, we go to question number 6.
This is the answer.
Here, this is the answer. I found a very specific answer in Wikipedia, and there is the description what the convention says, and we now want to find out why is this convention so important for us. Because, oops, we are, okay, please go back once more. I go to, so, it's a multilateral treaty, and it defines who is a refugee, and what are the rights of men, of individuals, and who is granted asylum. And this is the most important thing we all need today, and all the institutions who take care of migrants have to follow this law. So, next question. What does Article 1 of the Refugee Convention specify? Post the answer and link here. I don't want to read the copy and paste text for Article 1. We need as an answer just 2 or 3 words, please, and then post the link. It's a very short definition. We don't need all the articles. We just need to know what is the article about. Yes, 1.2. P, Dimitra, P, this is Group 3. And let's look what is my red word. I think yes. And 1 more for Group, 1 point for Group 2. This was Condillo Claro. Condillo, you should have been a very good group speaker. But with yes, thank you. So, Article 1 defines the term refugee, and here we have the whole very specific definition. A person who is owing to a well-founded fear of being persecuted personally. And if it is not personally, it's because of fear from war, you are not a really refugee. You can get subsidiary help. I don't know the exact definition now in English. So, and we have here some links where you can find the answer. And the second link is the link Condillo found.
Great.
Yeah, and here you have part and a copy and a picture of this United Nations human rights.
we're moving really fast because we only have 1 hour for this, but I'll recommend you to go to the links afterwards. Erica will share the
Yes.
presentation so that I can go into the links and explore further, okay?
Okay.
I'll move to the next
So
question.
the next question, what does Article 33 of the Refugee Convention say? This is a very, very hard article and paragraph. You also please try to write one sentence about it and not copy and paste the whole article. Yes, great point. 1
Well
point
done,
to
awesome.
group 1.
Okay,
1 point to group 1.
they're moving fast now.
Yes. And where can we find this? Yeah, that's the right. 1 more point to group 1.
Okay.
So it's the Refoulmind article, and that means that a refugee cannot be sent back or can be sent back, and it's very clearly described what the right is. Because if your life or your freedom is threatened because of race, religion, nationality, they don't speak so much about war here. It's always the personal danger. And here is the description why you have to keep this person and you have to accept the question for asylum. So, but now Dublin 3. What does this mean? It was discussed in all the media all the time last year.
That's Spanish.
Nea, please translate.
Not sure I'm gonna be able to translate that, but yeah. So it's basically. Let me see. The chat is moving so fast. Oh well, we have more answers now.
Yeah, I
But
think
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
yeah, Alina's answer is very clear. So Alina Popper, and I think we give the point to group 3. And
Group 3.
and yes.
Alina
Yes.
is in group 2.
And group 2? Which one?
Alina is in group 2. Keratsa
Alina.
is saying. So 1 point
Okay,
for group 2.
Alina.
Thank you, Keratsa, for clarifying.
Alina is in group 3. Sorry, Popper. In group 3. Alina is in group 3. And Dimitra is also in group 3. So there were 2
So the
points
point was for the group 3 then.
2 points for group 3. Yeah. Dublin. What does this mean? You can only look or ask for asylum in the country where you first entered. So you can't really ask asylum in Austria because you have first arrived maybe in Greece or in Italy or in Spain. And how is it possible then that there are people who ask for asylum in the center of Europe? And the answer is not so difficult because many asylum seekers, many refugees arrive in our countries with human traffickers. You know what it is. They are driving with delivery vans full with people who are looking for asylum and full of refugees. And when they arrive, these poor people in these vans where there even are no windows and nothing, they do not know how they arrived in Europe. And so they have a long, long process. And if the countries cannot find out where they are coming from, of course they get asylum.
Okay, I think we
And
have a bit
yes,
of an issue with the groups. So Alina's in group 2. They just wrote it in the chat, and yes, I checked, and she was in group 2. So this point that we gave to group 2 goes for group 3.
Yes,
right?
please.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
No, the
So,
other way. Sorry.
yeah.
The point for the group 3 goes for the group 2. That's it.
Why? Alina,
Alina
first.
is in group 2.
No, sorry, but her family name starts with P, or is her surname Alina? Alina Popa.
It's Alina Popa, yes.
And Popa is group 3.
Okay, so
Okay.
Alina, you're in group 3. Then we make a mistake.
Yeah. We had Asun Ara is group 1. So.
Okay.
Yes, the Dublin regulation is the law that designates member states for responsibility for examining an asylum application. Yeah, so it's the first state of entry rule. It makes so many problems. And the right link, yes, you already posted the right link. I know it's also to group 3. The next question. Maybe you know this by heart. How often is a refugee allowed to ask for asylum in Europe? Post the answer. Once. Great. Christina, just once. In which group is Christina?
Christina.
Christina, what's your surname?
Let me see. Let me check it.
So that means if I don't get asylum, Guga Bauer. Hi. Hello, Christina.
Yeah.
That's group 2.
It's G. Yeah, group 2.
Group 2. So if you ask for asylum in Italy and you don't get it, and you go on to Austria and you don't get it, and ask again in Germany, that is not possible. You will always be sent back. You can ask for asylum just once. But we should have a link where it is.
We're still missing the link.
We're still missing the link. Work hard.
Okay, there is a link also from Christina.
I'm sure that's true. Yeah, there are some links that describe this situation, but I think we give one more point to group 2.
2, yeah, sure.
Yes.
Well done.
Yeah. And also, Kara had the right answer. But so, one more question. How many migrants altogether did arrive in Europe this year, 2016?
We've got a number already, quite fast.
Yeah, we will fast. We will wait. Wait.
Another one from Amazon.
But we're still waiting for a link. Yeah, that's the right link also. Yeah, more or less. It's 356 7. That's the link from the Migration IOM. Dimitra found it. This is a point for Dimitra, Group 3.
Okay.
And Herat is quite near, so maybe the link from Dimitra tells the numbers from every day. Yeah, you see it here. That was from 20th of October to 2nd of November. So we maybe give the number to Keratsa, she's quite near. And it's also Group 3.
Okay, so 2 points for Group 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
And this picture here you see is from Dimitra's link. She found it, and it's a very important link because you see every day what's going on, and you see so much more very important information, where people are moving, where they are going to, where they are coming from. This Migration IOM International Europe is really a very useful link.
So Keratsa is asking in which...
You find it difficult to follow. We think we can repeat once more all the questions and links, yes? The numbers are really sad. They're really moving. But I think it's important to know these things because we are always speaking about what we got to know personally, what we read in newspapers, what we get in Facebook, what we are told by somebody. But I think to have a very good and clear discussion, we also have to know some very, very clear facts and know where we can find them.
Shall I move to the next slide?
Yeah, it's the last one. In which 3 countries do most people on the run or most people fleeing find shelter today? There are three countries. The point goes to this group who has 3 countries in one line.
And
No.
got it right too.
Nice. I would look in the internet. They don't find asylum there. One answer is quite right here. In this country, shelter.
Greece.
There are a lot of refugee camps in this country. I want 3 countries in one line, please. That it's easy to find if you find the link. No, no, not a European.
Doesn't have to be European.
No. No. Nearly. let's go on. Pakistan, Turkey, Lebanon. And this was Dimitra. P. It's group 3.
Okay, Dimitra, another point for group 3.
And 1 point again for group 3.
Okay, and 1 point more for group 3.
Yeah, in Italy it's increasing day by day. In Greece it's increasing day by day. But in Turkey they're waiting 2.5 million people to be able to go on. In Pakistan 1 million point 6, and in Lebanon 1 million point 1. If you go on this page, you will find how many people got asylum. That's a different thing in all the European countries. How many got asylum in Greece and in Italy, in Spain, in Germany, in Austria. You can compare these numbers, and it's really very interesting to know.
It is.
But we don't know how it goes on. Now when all the Americans are on the run to Europe. So I will go back and we let you see one more the questions, because there are some people, some of our friends came a bit late. So we are now, can you go back to questions? Yeah, to beginning.
Okay.
So if there are some participants now who came late, you just can have a look to this question and answers, and you all can find then the whole PowerPoint with questions and answers as well in the Facebook, as well in the platform of our course. So you can use it.
Okay, I think we can, I'll make the calculation for the winning group. So we've got group number 1 with 2 points, group number 2 with 5 points, group number 4 with 0 points. I think we got no answers from group number 4, and definitely group number 3 with 12 points. So group number 3 wins, is the winning group. So congratulations to group number 3, and of course to all of you who have participated.
Yes, and it was very hard and good work from Dimitra. Thank you very much. It was, and we found so many other very, very nice links, very important links you posted there. So maybe we also make a collection of all these posts and links you wrote there in our chat, because I only have 1 or 2 links in this PowerPoint, but there are so many more. We can really put them maybe as a last slide in this PowerPoint, and you will get them all.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we're gonna be finishing soon. I don't know if you have, we'll give you like a couple of minutes if you have any question for Erika now, since she's here with us.
Yeah, maybe we have to say one more thing, because some of you did posted some questions in the Padlet.
Yeah.
We opened for this session today. But in the moment when we opened the Padlet, I did not yet know that I will do this PowerPoint, because I thought and I found out during our course that we miss a little bit, especially these facts, which are very important. So I did this presentation, and I thought it's very important for all of us, especially for this topic of this course. But all the questions I found in the Padlet are very often questions about pupils who are newly arrived migrants and what we can do in our classes and what we are doing in school and how we can help them and how should we behave. And I think these are all questions who we should answer them in our next course end of November, because that's especially the MOOC about migrants in our classes. And we will keep these questions and use them for our next course.
Yeah, it will
Yeah,
start on the 28th of November, just to be precise. So if you haven't registered, you can still do it. The registration is open, so you can still do it. And okay, I think that's it. Thank you, Erika, for organizing this great treasure hunt. I hope all the participants have enjoyed and learned a lot. I have learned a lot, at least. And thank you to all the participants who have joined this webinar this evening. I hope you find it useful and that you can share these resources with your students, use them in the class, also with colleagues. And if you have any ideas or lesson plans or anything that you can think about, don't hesitate to share them on the social media channels, in the Facebook group, and also on Twitter with hashtag #DiversityMOOCs. Stay tuned to those channels because we will announce there all the live events and everything that we are doing on the MOOCs. And that's it. Thank you again, Erika, for organizing this
thank you
great,
for participating.
great webinar. I hope you all have enjoyed, and see you soon.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye, everyone. Have a nice evening.
Bye.
Bye.